And we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live show. The Big Nasty and Chaco and Big Nasty's live show. How you doing, buddy?
Doing
well.
All right? Yeah.
Doing well?
Yeah. It got cold again. It got all warm in the Midwest. I'm sure it was the same, maybe warm, and then it just goes bitter cold again.
Bitter cold, yeah. Well, it was like 60 today. The last 2 days been like right at 60, so and sunny, so it's pretty nice. Not too bad. It's just teasing for that early spring. I think it's supposed to rain all next week, so
yeah,
we'll see how it does. Better than snow. I'd take that over snow.
I agree with you 100% by this point. Yeah, by the time you're in March, it's done.
Huh?
By the time it's March, it's just like you hope it's done.
Oh yeah. Usually it hits that turning point, man, and it seems like it doesn't take long.
Yeah,
we'll be right into spring pretty quick. I mean, like next weekend we spring forward an hour, so yeah, daylight savings time goes bye, or however you want to look at it. I don't know.
Yep.
What anybody's personal thoughts on it, but it stays daylight longer. That's all I care, man.
I think we've beaten the weather to death by this point.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, we got a great guest tonight, man. Looking forward to talking to him and doing a little deep dive. You want to tell everybody about him?
Yeah. Livio Ramondelli. I first became aware of Livio. There was, I guess, 2024. There was some discussion about the Kill Lock, which was a series that I had missed, but I picked it up in trade paperback, and I travel a lot, and I brought it with me on one of my trips, and I read it, and I absolutely love it. I've read it a couple of times, and there's a sequel called Artisan's Wraith as well. I absolutely love it, and then I kind of went and started looking up some of his art. I think he's just super talented, and I think a lot of people probably know him from Transformers, from his time there. I know a couple of people in the chat are really big Transformers fans as well. So, I think we're going to do a lot of talk about art, and a lot of talk about the Transformers, and a lot of talk about the Kill Lock, and an upcoming Kickstarter too. So we should bring out our new friend Livio.
And here is Livio.
Hey
buddy.
How are you doing?
Hey. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Great to see you guys.
Yeah,
it's we've been doing this every Saturday, and it's a lot of fun. We get to know people and make new friends, and get to talk about things like comics that we really love, and I think tonight will be no different. So yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's great to see you guys.
So we normally will just say hi to our friends in the chat really quick, and then we'll get to some questions and getting to know you.
Okay.
Down to the nitty gritty. Let's see. Lewis beat out K Mutant today. Yeah,
Louis.
All right. Pull on the wrong. Move your foot and pull on a cord. That's never good. K Mutant.
KM.
And then Matt himself, the biggest Livio fan.
Hey, what's up, man?
Glad you made it here, Matt.
Nice to see you.
And Mr. Mark.
Yo, Mark, good to see you.
And Mr. Matt.
Matt, one of the best, Matt.
You got John Harrison.
Good to see you, John. Glad you made it.
Great and powerful Robbie Josephs.
One of the nicest human beings you can meet, Robbie.
Mr. Rooster.
Yo, Rooster, good to see you.
And Jeff Jack.
Jeff, one of the best.
Love having Jeff Jack here. Let's see. Everybody's kind of chatting. Make sure I don't skip somebody here. Oh, there's Brittany.
Hey, Brittany, good to see you.
Glad she's here. Hey, Damien, Sleepy Reader 666. Hey, buddy.
Sleepy. Hey.
And Casino.
Hey, Mike, good to see you.
Yeah. Happy he's here. Lovable Stevie.
Another one of the best. Love Stevie D.
Hey, 10 Cent.
Hey,
glad you're here, buddy.
10 Cent newer in both streams, but yeah, just showing
up. He's been on mine on my videos and stuff, and Instagram and stuff, so he's carried over, so that's awesome. And then another great and powerful JSS.
Yo, JSS, the Great Blue Wrench. Thank you for coming.
Yes. And an old Trinkle in, we'll say hi as we go. So,
yeah. So, Livio, we normally start with kind of the same question we have for any guests that we have. How'd you get started in art? And then how did you transition your artistic ability into the world of comics?
Yeah, so like a lot of kids, I was just drawing my whole childhood and always hoped to be able to make a living doing it. Eventually, I went to art school. I went to the Academy of Art in San Francisco, and my focus was more like concept art and design, because I thought at the time that was a more safe job than a freelance comics artist, that I would get hired at a company. The ironic thing was, the company that I got hired after school was Jim Lee's Wildstorm company. Wow. So I got hired by a comic company just by going to school for kind of concept art. We were working on the DC Universe game, the big MMO for Sony. So I was there for about 4 years. And then that led me to do conventions. And I started just selling art and prints. And I had a lot of luck. Chris Ryle, who was the editor-in-chief of IDW, he walked by and I had some Transformers art. And he's like, oh, you should submit some art to us. And I got hired to do Transformers from that. So really random. Yeah. And then that led to like over 10 years at IDW on Transformers. And I still do Skybound covers for them. And my creator-owned series, the Killock, we talked about like that. That was through IDW, my first creator-owned thing. But it's basically my background so far.
Really cool. So you worked on the MMO. You said it was for Sony?
Yeah, it was the DC Universe and MMO video game.
Wow.
So Jim Lee was the art director, and Wildstorm did all the most of the design of the world. So that was like not just the characters, it was like trash cans and streetlights in Gotham City, Metropolis. And then
really cool.
Yeah, it was a really fun job. It was really interesting. And then it was really cool to see Jim Lee to put a hand on designing a lot of the universe, redesigning it.
Yeah, so, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy. Yeah.
I reached out to see if he wanted to come on the show, but he's kind of busy, it turns out.
He is a busy man. Yeah.
So what was your first comic, your first cover that you did?
Yeah, first cover, that was also lucky, because I would have been happy with anything. It was a trade for Transformers called The Best of Optimus Prime.
Okay.
So it was a collection of like a bunch of their stories collected together, and I just got to do whatever version of Optimus Prime I wanted on the cover. So I did that and The Best of Megatron. So those are the first two things I had published, which
like the biggest two Transformers you could do.
Yeah, it was like, if that had been it for me for all Transformers, I would have been thrilled. But yes, I was really lucky, because Optimus Prime has meant a lot to me, my whole life. So that was very cool.
Now, I mean, I think most people probably know you for your work at Transformers. And how many years did you work on the Transformers series? I know you're continuing to do covers. You just dropped one, I saw.
Yeah, I think with active IDW in terms of covers and sequential interiors was at least 10 years. It might have been 12 years. So it was pretty steady. Yeah, like crazy to look back on. And then it's still going, I mean, Skybound's doing a great job with it now too.
Yeah. So. I in looking back at some of your stuff, Rich, do you have any of could we look at a couple of those Transformers images? Pulled some up, and like, yeah, you crush Optimus Prime every time. And it's cool, like in the back, like, I don't know if people notice if the background, the Megatron in kind of the landscape.
The background.
Really cool.
Thanks.
What was this one for?
Yeah.
Which one was this one for?
That was for one of the Skybound variants. I think that was Transformers 12 or 14, I think. But yeah, one of the variants.
Very cool. And this is the newest one, right?
Yeah, it's brand new. I think it's for Transformers 28. So
really badass.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I love the hand, and I like kind of it's where it's basically two-tone, but you can see kind of just like color augmentation where it makes sense. It's really cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Did you grow up a Transformers fan?
Yeah, I'm definitely like a G1 80s kid. So like the series, the movie, which still traumatizes me when I watch it. Yeah. It's definitely my jam.
Do you collect Transformers? Oh, another badass Optimus. Oh my God, thanks. That's good.
I do, not as much as some of my other. I collect a lot of Sideshow, Hot Toys, Star Wars, that kind of thing. I do have a lot of Transformers, like some of the masterpiece ones I really like a lot. So yeah, but over the years I've collected a ton of it. When I started doing it professionally, probably collected a little bit less because it was just more of my day-to-day professional job,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I have quite a bit.
for references, do you refer to like existing artwork, cartoon, the action figures?
Oh, everything. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely inspired by the original series. I'm inspired by a lot of science fiction movies that I love. Blade Runner is a huge influence on me with lighting and everything. And then the figures are fun too, because if you have a good figure that's posable, you can really kind of get some good reference out of it. Because Transformers are tricky to draw. I mean, I think people think there's a lot more mobility in them than there actually is. If you take a Transformers toy and have it like cross its arms, it's a lot more stilted than I think people think. So when you're drawing them, you got to do a lot of work to make it look fluid, hopefully.
To make it look believable, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I know we have a question from our friend Kim Yunin in the chat about Gundam. I've seen you do commissions for like Robotech that are fantastic. I used to love Robotech as a kid. Yeah. And I mean, so just to answer his question, Gundam, is there any inspiration you draw from Gundam?
Not as much. I didn't really grow up watching it, consuming too much of it. I'm a fan of it, the design of it. I've certainly done a lot of commission work. I got to go to see the full size one in Japan, the full size Gundam that was there. That was really, really cool. I mean, that's amazing. But yeah, in terms of, I was definitely more Transformers kind of robot guy.
Yeah. That was, you seem to be, I think a lot of the comic people are roughly in the same age range.
Probably,
and that was kind of in the wheelhouse when we were young and, kind of middle school or so.
Yeah. Well, I think if we're all that same era, there was just less stuff in the world. So there was only so many movies and comics to consume. So we all consume the same stuff,
Yeah. Our buddy Matt has a great question. Who's your favorite Transformer to draw?
Oh, good question. Probably is still Optimus Prime. But then my next favorites are all villains. I like Soundwave and Shockwave and Devastator. And,
I have this one.
Oh yeah.
I love Soundwave. Like for Transformers, this was, and like this is just badass with all of his minions and everything on it. What year was this one? Is this a newer?
Yeah, that was a variant exclusive from a few years ago, probably 5, maybe longer. That was a while back, but yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah.
Really, when I saw it, I was like, wow, holy, because looking at some covers and I don't know if you looked at the secondary market, but your work goes for a lot of money.
Oh, I mean, cool.
Is this something that you pay attention to, like secondary market?
I've seen some of that. Yeah, I know, especially the Skybound stuff is really on fire right now. That a lot of the books are. The whole line is doing really well. I think they brought a lot of energy, which is cool.
Yeah. There was a Robbie Joseph. He was asking about. Did you seriously see the Japanese giant robot movies from the '60s, like giant robot like Johnny Sacco and the giant robot? What was the one with space giants? Goldar, Silver.
A bit of it, not too much. Definitely, what I was from the stuff from Japan, I was definitely reading and watching was Godzilla. I used to love. So anytime they're like a mech Godzilla put up, I was all for that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you did Transformers for quite some time, and I've seen a lot of people when they request commissions from you, they're asking for, I saw Robotech and things. Did you ever feel like, and then going into Killock, did you ever feel like, man, I'm getting pigeonholed into doing robots, or did that ever like cross your mind, or is it just you really, really love robots?
Yeah, I really love it. I mean, I'm a big science fiction guy, and I think my strengths are that world a little bit more. Like, it's much harder for me to draw something like Mary Jane or Black Cat or Catwoman like that. That's a lot harder for me. I don't think I'm as good at that either, So when I did the Killock, it made a lot of sense to me naturally to go in kind of another science fiction robot world. I felt like I'm always fascinated too by this idea of like, someone like R2D2 doesn't have like a traditional face, but he's like this most beloved character that everyone like puts so much emotion into that character. And I really like that. I like that about robot designs. Like, how much can you get away with when you're not showing like a traditional face,
Yeah. He was always really expressive in his just beeps and tweets and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It's another one that I have. This is a metal print that I bought actually right about the time when I got was into reading the Killock. But it's this Batman that you did in his armor. And This one's signed actually, which
nice. Yeah.
I've had this for a couple years now, but
Yeah.
You crushed this Batman.
Thanks.
Are you a Batman fan?
Yeah, definitely a Batman fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. Thanks. It's like in the rain, or is it like digital, or like in the rain? It's like,
yeah. I think they did that about the time BVS was coming out, probably about around that, you know. Like, I'm a huge Dark Knight Returns fan, so him in the armor was like iconic. It's my favorite comic book.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Really cool. I loved it when I saw it, and then I saw it was signed. I was like, oh yeah, it hangs right here in my comic room, actually.
That's cool. I'm honored.
You know, I know we wanted to spend some time on when I reached out to you, I was telling you how fascinated I am by the Killock and the sequel, Artisan Wraith. Now, can you tell? I read a little bit where you've talked about the concept, but would you tell everybody what was your concept when you came up with the story? If everybody doesn't know, Livio not only did the art, but he created the comic. He wrote the comic as well, and it's you can get it in trade paperback. You can get it right off Amazon. That's like when I send it to people, that's where I get it to Amazon. I send it to somebody right away. Nice. Now, what was your concept and in when you first came up with the story and you decided to do the Killock?
Yeah, I was really interested initially with this idea of exploring 4 characters from very different areas of life. So the characters that would never normally be in the same room or suddenly have to take care of each other, you know? So I picked these 4. This was like a really devoted, violent soldier, a very innocent kid robot, and kind of sadistic engineer, and then an addict kind of labor class robot that all get linked together by this punishment called the Killock, where if one of them dies, they all die. So they suddenly are in this really intense situation. They have to take care of each other, and they have to be like 3 parents kind of to a little kid. So that was the idea. I thought would be really a lot of hopeful, good story stuff in there of just like the chaos of these characters trying to get along. And then I'm like going back, I'm a big science fiction fan in general, like I was saying, and getting to make my own world and keep expanding it out has been really fun too. Is the first series follows these 4, and then the sequel, The Artisan Wraith, goes into more world building of like, well, what's the rest of the universe up to? What's the history? So yes, that was the inspiration, was just, you know, hopefully telling a fun story, but very different characters contrasted and put together.
I wanted to hold it up here just so people can see this. This is what we're talking about. You can get this right on Amazon. I imagine you can probably get it at Barnes and Noble or whatever, but it's readily available, and you can on Amazon you can have it delivered in a day or two. And I know both Rich and I have read it, and we both like it a lot and highly recommend it.
Great. Yeah, I started to read it and I didn't stop till I finished the whole thing. So
nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't stop reading it. I was like, yeah, I can stop and keep going, or I was like, I'm gonna keep going.
Nice.
Keep going. So
I love hearing that. That's great.
Yeah. So that's the best endorsement I can give somebody is if I continue to read and not fall asleep or whatever, you know, because I.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So
absolutely the same. Now I have a couple theories on or at least in my own imagination of you know where you know some of the story, like, you know, when you're talking about the artisan character and you're talking about the wraith character, like these kind of polar opposites in how they view everything. And it's almost like if you were talking about like alignments, you know, like of like lawful good versus lawful evil, like the wraith is almost a crusader type of a character, whereas the artisan is this measured psychotic scientist. How far off am I in defining them that way? Is that what you're going for? Or?
No, that's totally I really I like that contrast that the wraith is, and also even their intellect levels. The artisan is supposed to be the most smart, the highest level of their society, basically, aside from like the forgers. And then the wraith is supposed to sort of be portrayed as like more of a brute, you know, on the battlefield. But then their kind of ideologies go head to head, especially as the series gets later on, where, you know, the wraith kind of tells him, there's a scene I like where he's like, you know, there's stuff out there you haven't seen, man. Like there's some scary stuff in the universe. Like I know that you think you're really smart, but trust me, like I've actually gotten my hands dirty in the real galaxy. So I like that too, that just because you're like book smart and read smart, that you might not have someone who's seen some real shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now,
So that was fun too, is to take these guys who would never normally be in the same room, and they're having to save each other's life, you know.
And they're forced to be like where well, at least the Wraith doesn't want any part of the artisan at all.
Yeah.
Now the Wraiths as a concept, and you do, as you go into more of the world building in the second part, you get more in depth on that. Where did that come from? Where did you draw inspiration from any other like science fiction or anything when you were kind of, or even, you know, real life or something, when you're coming up with the Wraith type, robot type, the archetype?
Yeah, I think there was a lot. I mean, there's definitely some Optimus Prime in there a bit. The idea of this guy who's probably in his heart like a pacifist, but the world just makes him be this violent soldier because he thinks that's what stops the worst evil from happening. And then I'm a big Star Trek fan too, so I think there's some Klingon, this honorable, we have a heart too, but we'll be extremely violent. That's just our culture, is like weapons and war. So I think it was probably those two things the most. And I like the idea of exploring a soldier who's not the leader of the army. He's just a member of the army. So it's his kind of, he's fine to just head down, like, I believe in this cause. And that's why he's so like, conflicted with the Killock, because he's been sentenced to this thing. And it like breaks his heart because he thought he was doing the honorable thing. So that was, but in terms of inspirations, probably more, Klingon, Optimus Prime, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And so on the other side, the artisan, was it simply to develop an antagonist, or was there something you really wanted to explore with that character, the inner workings of something that's so evil?
His wires are crossed for sure.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple, like it was going back to the contrast. I wanted a kind of spindly, like almost fragile looking robot compared to the Wraith. But then one of the kind of unlikely inspirations for it is, have you guys ever seen The Game, the Michael Douglas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that movie. And one of the inspirations for the artisan is Michael Douglas in that movie, where he's so smart that he's so frustrated by the rest of the world that he's so rude to people, because he's just miserable at having to deal with people he thinks aren't as smart as him, basically. And I kind of like that. Like, the artisan was fun to write because he's like absolutely no filter from the first scene, is like no filter at all. So yeah, it was kind of a little bit inspired by that, of just a character. And then it's fun to have a character say the worst possible thing they can say to someone else,
or do the worst possible
or do the worst. Yeah. Absolutely no, whatever moral compass. It's not about respecting other people.
But I had Damien here. I wanted to get this before we got too far.
Uh-huh.
He had a question there. Reading Killock, I was constantly wondering how it was drawn, created, all digital or mixed media.
Yeah, so it's mixed media in the sense that it's drawn on pencil. So every page is drawn on pencil. Then it's colored digitally in Photoshop. So there's shading and textures and gradients for the artists who are watching the chat. But every page is drawn on pencil initially.
Okay. Is that your normal process? Like, even when you're doing Transformers, pencil and then more rendering with digital?
Yeah. I do pencil and then I scan it in. I don't ink it. I digitally, in Photoshop, you can make the pencil like black. You can adjust it. So I go to that. And then when I do commissions and stuff, then it's inked with traditional marker and stuff. But yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Then just a little more, if we could, you humor us a little more on Killock. I've thought about it so much that I have other parts of it. The child character, what was it to just introduce this innocent element to it, or what was your driver there? Like, I know you're coming up with the different aspects, and as we said, kind of polar opposite of good and evil. But then there's this innocent child that's been administered the Killock and is forced to be part of that Killock group. What was the concept there?
Yeah, it was definitely, I wanted to introduce a very innocent character into this world, like a character that doesn't know anything. And I think that's good too with helping a story to an audience. If you have a character that doesn't know anything, the other characters can kind of tell that character, and that's telling the audience what the world's about. So yeah, I really wanted to do that, like really contrast like a really innocent kid who has these like three kind of father figures, and he's learning from them. So it's like they're kind of doing their best in their own way, but there's some certainly questionable stuff that he's witnessing. But I actually had several people come up to me who have read it, and they thought initially that the kid was actually hiding some really dark secret that he really
That's
was.
what I kept wondering. I kept thinking that myself. I was like waiting for that little twist a little bit, you know, something. But yeah,
it never occurred to me. If I had thought of that, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm reluctant to talk too much about Artisan Wraith, but because it really it picks up where with kind of a dramatic ending to the kill lock, but you do get a little bit more into the inner workings of the artisan's mind, and that, you know, he has an overall goal, and he isn't like completely heartless. Like there's he does have a certain amount of I don't know about regret, maybe, I don't know if that's the right word, but he values the other members of the kill lock more than he lets on in the initial.
Yeah, that was something that was important to me, is that the character who starts off so kind of offensive and crude and cruel, like by the end of it, not only do you see his backstory a little bit more, like his motivations, but that also he does kind of come to appreciate, all four of them come to appreciate each other more, you know, by the end. And then with the second one, I kind of wanted it to be, without getting into spoilers, that it's like, you know, if you are trying to speak in vague terms, if you're trying to overthrow a society that you think is corrupt, you might discover that some of those rules you're just throwing out the window were there for a reason, of something you weren't aware of, like the consequences. And so the sequel deals with expanding the galaxy out a lot more, and other characters, and what happens if you really, you know, rattle a cage enough, like what comes after you. So that's kind of where the second one is.
Now, you mentioned, you know, expanding the kind of the whole like multiverse of the kill lock. Is there more planned? Do you have another sequel?
Yeah, there is a third one I'm working on.
Oh, cool.
I released something, like I can't talk about it too much on social media, but the news kind of leaked out that it's actually in development to be a TV show. So
I was going to ask about this.
Yeah, so I can't say anything too much at that point. Just fingers crossed it keeps going well. But that's sort of what's been a bit of a holdup on a third series.
Animated or live action?
Animated.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
but
I
mean, animation, if
even better, yeah.
All goes right, will you be doing animation?
No, that would require a big team, but I hope to. We're still working some stuff out. It has to be fully greenlit, but fingers crossed. It's good people involved. So,
can you? Awesome. I think there was a rumor about like network, or is that something you can't talk about?
I can't really talk about it, only like, not to be cagey. I just don't want to say anything of. It's my first time in that world of development. I don't want to, you know, say anything I'm not supposed to. But I would, yeah. I hope it's. I mean, I love making the series, so being able to do more of it would definitely, like. I am actively working on this third one now, so that's been fun.
Now on the the symbol, the kill lock, where did you come up with that? I mean, what was inspiration for that, or what, you know, did it come from somewhere, or part of it, or something, or does it mean something more? Because I was looking at it earlier today, thinking, you know, trying to find like a hidden like shape or something in there, and I just couldn't, you know, I was rattling around in my brain, so I thought, yeah, I'm gonna ask him that and see what he says.
Yeah, it's not so much. I mean, it's a red X on someone's chest. I thought was a good, like, just like a scarlet letter thing, where it's like, you know, that person's questionable. It's supposed to kind of mark you in society as a bad person. So, you know, and then the X has the two overlines, so it's like the four characters. So that's so I wanted like a universal X. Red X is kind of like danger, you know, and then the four is be that it's four characters. But
it's a cool symbol. That's why I'm I used to be a graphic designer, so when I see stuff like that, it's, you know, it catches my eye. It makes me wonder. So
nice, thanks. Yeah.
And then like an even darker symbol appear, just to help people, like, you know, inspire people. An even darker symbol appears in the sequel. I'm
glad you mentioned that. That's a huge, it's a huge thing that there's another symbol out there.
So for everybody, you know, who's following along, make sure you get Kill Lock, and while you're doing, just buy both of them, because you're going to want to go right into the Artisan's Wraith. It's a really fun read. You're going to like this. And
I'm waiting on mine.
Comic speculators, go wild. So another project that you're working on. There's a Kickstarter coming, and this is with your brother.
Yeah. So my brother Yuri Ramondelli, who works at Lionsgate currently, he's in like marketing and stuff. He and I co-created this another sci-fi thing, but it's a more history based. It's a sci-fi World War II thing, and it's called the Rupert Wars. First one's World War Rupert, and basically it's based on there you go. Yeah. So it's inspired by real history, where in World War II, I didn't know this, but my brother and I were watching like a Netflix documentary, and we found out there were these paratrooper dolls called Ruperts that you would drop out of an airplane, and they had like voice boxes and they would make sound effects. So in the distance, it looked like real enemy troops were like landing in the battlefield. And we thought, well, what if there's one of these guys that's just a really crude like prototype and he can actually go fight? So he's going to be going on this mission through World War II at like the height of the war and encountering all this crazy stuff. That's all like based on real history. There's a lot of real research we did, but that'll be fun. That's Pug
really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a fun idea. We enjoyed making it. And then Pug W is John Nee's company. So he's the former publisher of Marvel Comics. It's one of his first books with his new company. So it's been fun to work with those guys.
Now, you said there was a little bit of a delay. Do you know when the Kickstarter will drop?
The last thing I heard was there was some delay internally, the unrelated artwork, but it's March 11th. That's what I've heard. Is that drop? And then I'll post it on my social media if you guys follow me on Instagram, and definitely be more there. But yeah, it'll be a nice hardback, So
yeah, everybody, please follow Livio on Instagram and always support the artist Kickstarters. It's a great way to really support the work that independent artists are working and our new friends that we have on our show. And it looks really cool. And I was really fascinated that you're going to be working with your brother. Will this be the first work that you've collaborated on?
Yeah, first time ever. Yeah, we're really close. He lives like 5 minutes down the road from me. But
that's good.
We have the same like interest and sense of humor, but it's been really fun to work together. So yeah. Really cool.
And you both ended up in creative fields.
Yeah, it was cool. I think he's 8 years younger, but similar to us, we grew up with the exact same stuff, so that formed a lot of the stuff that we're interested in.
Yeah. So for I don't know if you know this yet or the structure of the Kickstarter, once it's backed, are there tiers, like different supporting tiers that you can where different levels, different types of book or rewards for different backing levels?
Yeah, there will be. Yeah, all that stuff will be announced soon with the details. There will be certain things that are like sketches by me included, and we have a couple of different really cool artists. You guys would know their names. I can tell you once it launches, but they're doing variants for it.
Sweet.
Yeah, it should be cool. So, and also just if you like reading a new creator-owned book, that like a pretty fresh idea, we hope this should suit you. So
sweet,
very cool.
Very cool.
My buddy Jeff Corey just showed up in the chat. He's been a friend for 30 something years. But Jeff Corey is an enormous Star Wars fan, and I think we had a Star Wars image. Can we show Rich? There was a Star Wars image I sent over to.
There was.
Pretty sure. I think there was a Vader. I hope I sent it.
I don't.
Okay. Nope. Oh no! But could you bring that back up, the Cloud Atlas? I might have forgotten to send the Vader.
I don't see a Vader one.
Go to Livio's Instagram. There's some really cool Vaders. But this was really cool. You did the cover art for the re-release of the Cloud Atlas movie, the Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah, that was cool. My buddy Brian, Shout Factory, my friend Brian Ward, who works there, contacted me. He's like, "Are you interested in doing this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it was really fun to get to revisit that movie too. And yeah, it was a great project that got approved by the Wachowskis, which was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Really cool. That's great to be on the cover art of a major release. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Rich, we had those couple of Galactuses. Maybe could we show one of those These are cool too. This commission or a sketch, awesome, with the Silver Surfer in the foreground.
Cool. Thanks. Yeah.
Very cool. I like this one here better.
This one is badass.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
Thanks.
Was this a cover or commission?
No, that was just for, I think that was a print for shows for conventions.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. I was like, what book was this from? I don't remember. Yeah. But yeah, that's really sweet.
Nice. Thanks.
So other than the Kickstarter and the additional Kill Lock sequel, do you have other stuff that coming up? Any releases or things that you're excited about?
Yeah, there's a couple more variants coming that I can show on my Instagram soon.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. The third Kill Lock, really, I want that to be my kind of main focus, for now. But also, if you guys are on Whatnot, are you on the app Whatnot at all?
I am. Yes.
No, okay, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so that's been a really cool community. I just started doing my own shows on that a few months ago, and so basically once a week I do a show. I do a lot of original art commissions, and that community is really fun. It's good people. So yeah, you can follow me there. It's just my full name.
Oh yeah,
but yeah.
Everybody, please follow if you're on Whatnot and you're cruising around. Livio's doing live shows there, and you're doing live sketches and stuff.
Yeah, I do live sketches. Like I've been doing it basically once a week. The next one will be during Emerald City Comic-Con. I'm going up there, so I'll do it next Saturday. So yeah,
very cool.
Yeah.
So Rich, I know normally we wait a little while, but maybe would it be good to share the link? I was really hoping Matt from Empress might be able to join us because Matt has a huge collection of Livio stuff, and
nice.
Let me make some space here.
Okay. Now, for non-Transformers, what do you really enjoy doing that's outside of the Transformers universe? With drawing?
For drawing, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I do a lot of Star Wars for sure, and then Marvel, DC. Like, I love those worlds. I do less of it, kind of just by the nature of, most of the requests and stuff and commissions people want to see tends to be Transformers. But yeah, Star Wars is probably my favorite outside of that.
Have you done any Star Trek? I know you said you're a Star Trek fan.
I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I haven't done anything yet. The only problem with Star Trek for me to draw it is that it's a lot of likenesses, like if you have a favorite cast, it's like, I don't think I'm that good at likenesses. So that's something where, hey,
here's Matt.
Here's our friend Matt. Matt, welcome aboard.
How's everybody?
Hey, Matt.
Good.
I know we absolutely wanted to include you because you're a big collector of Livio stuff. Did you have a question for Livio or something you'd like to?
So Livio, you had mentioned it real quick that so this is the Vader print, if I can get it.
Oh yeah.
So Livio does these killer metal prints, and Livio, you can describe how these are made, how you get these made. I think everybody that's in this chat and watches this rewind or watches live needs to have one of these. Your metal prints are absolutely killer.
Well, thanks. Yeah. So that is, the art itself is the same way I draw everything. It's pencil and paper and then Photoshop colors. The metal printing it's heated ink that's burned onto aluminum.
Oh,
so
wow.
basically my printers do it, but the process is basically that it kind of goes through like a sub. You put it down, it gets baked and heated, and then it comes out. So that's what it is. It's heated ink burned onto metal. So
yeah, that's what this one is.
That is too. Yeah, and then if you hang them in a place that gets a lot of light, they really look like they're glowing, which is cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. The cover that you had a little while ago, Chonko, he had put on a metal as well.
Oh, wow.
And the way that it looks in your hands, when I opened the package, I was blown away. So so I've already ordered another one from him that he's working on now. So
that is amazing.
Livio, you gonna be at Heroes?
Not this year, unfortunately. I really wanted to. I'm just doing Fan Fusion, and I think Amazing Vegas is like right before. So it's like it's too many shows in a row for me. But I want to go. I definitely want to go. Like it's getting busy for me because I'm doing Emerald City, TFCon Burbank, this Transformer show, and then WonderCon all in March. So I have to just space out the travel a bit. Are you guys all going to be Heroes?
I'm still probably going to go. Yeah,
I definitely will. Yeah.
I'll be going C2E2. Okay. Heroes is like I'd say maybe a 20% chance right now. I thought it was higher, but I just stuff going on. But I might go, but I C2E2 for sure for me.
Yeah, I think next year MegaCon and Heroes are really the ones I want to hit.
MegaCon has become so big, like everybody's going to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, that one's
down there too in a couple of weeks.
But yeah.
Matt, if you wouldn't mind, would you? You seem to have some really cool Livio stuff.
Oh yeah, I've got probably another 10 or 15 more sitting around here next to me here. So
yeah, if you wouldn't mind showing a couple others, but those things are amazing. The aluminum ones.
Yeah. So for actual covers, if you like Soundwave and Shockwave, there is nobody that does Soundwave or Shockwave better than what Livio does.
That's amazing.
This Shockwave is actually the first thing that I ever thought of Livio, and this is what set me on a path of being.
That is so freaking badass,
on Livio's art.
Thanks.
And this is an IDW cover.
That's the cover, yeah. IDW.
Yeah.
Is that original art, Matt?
No. This is just a print.
Behind you though, that's original behind you.
This is the only piece of original art that I own.
Yeah. That's a good one you got, yeah. That's from Primacy, IDW issue.
It's a little bit of a glare. Can you tilt it backwards just a little.
Sorry, I've got myself hidden.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Right. Wow. It's an interior.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And
so put that in one of those comic capsule coats and have it on display here pretty much all the time.
Very cool. Now, Livio, I know you just dropped a cover a few weeks ago. Any other Transformers covers coming?
Yeah, there is stuff coming. Yeah, I can't share it yet, but there's gonna be more variants.
Okay.
So
yeah. I think we normally will invite our other buddies on as well to come on and ask a question or two if you got a little bit more time.
Yeah, totally.
Anyone in the chat, if you have questions for our new buddy Livio, please come on, especially if you'd like to talk Killlock, because I could talk Killlock like the entire time.
Talking Killlock for sure.
Now, as you go into the next sequel, will it be more? I mean, I'm just going to be vague, because I know you can't give away too much. Will it be more world building, or would it be more specific to characters?
It's a bit of both, but it'll follow the characters that you've seen so far. It introduces a couple new ones, but it really is that core group, especially like the kind of going vague again. The one real big villainous, the kind of character that shows up at the end of the second one, is a big part of the third series. So, and then it'll also piece together a little bit about the backstory of the world, like the things that have come before, which I'm excited about. And then hopefully it'll set up the future of the world. Like I like the idea of doing this generational story because they're robots. They can live a long time. I was always fascinated in Transformers, this idea that they're fighting for 4 million years. I mean, what does that really look like? Like 2 million years in, you're not questioning something like what, so yeah, I think that's what I'm really hoping to explore. So yeah.
In the back of your book here, you did you have a variety of artists did like a pinup art thing. Is that something? I mean, did you reach out to different artists, or is that something IDW did, or is that just how did that come about? I I love some of the images that the various artists did in the back of this, in the back of the trade or whatever you want to call it.
Could you hold it up, Rich?
It's mine's falling apart from where I've been looking through it so much. So,
yeah,
the pages and stuff are coming, cool.
Yeah, there were friends of mine I asked. Thankfully, I know some really good artists, so I was able to be like, can you do me a favor? Do you mind drawing this? And so thankfully I was really honored to get their work in there. So yeah.
There was a couple, where was the one I was, I really like this one of Wraith. Like that one there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's Casey Kohler, IDW Transformers artist.
Yeah, so, really cool.
Yeah,
really cool, man.
He's such a badass character.
It is, man. It's like I said, it's the dynamic of all the characters put together. It is what gets me. Is what I find that has made the story so fun and fascinating to read and just delve into. And I'm glad to hear that you're actually going to, that you're wanting to, you're working on a third one to, to keep that world and world building and all that kind of stuff going. That's awesome, dude. Because
thanks.
That time I read the end of this one, that's what I wanted more. I wanted more. I was like, I really want to know more about this world and and what they come from, and what makes them really tick, So this thing I've been looking through it so much, it's the spine's cracking on me and everything else from I've been looking at so much. So
That's
pages are falling out.
The same happened to mine. Now, do you read comics? Have you been a comic reader, or is that something you enjoy?
Yeah, I've read comics my whole life. These days, I kind of tend to read more of the old stuff. I don't read as many new comics as I should. But yeah, I was definitely like my this wall of comics behind me. Like I've definitely grown up loving them comics for sure.
Any favorites?
Dark Knight Returns is my favorite comic ever. Preacher, I really like a lot. Why the Last Man. What else I got? Kingdom Come, Marvels. Like I was a big Alex Ross fan. Like when I was in high school, that was the artist I saw that I was like, oh, I really kind of want to color my stuff. I thought I would just do black and white line art. And then like the McFarlane, Eric Larson, Spider-Man era. I love that run of comics.
All very cool.
Yeah. And then Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, the first TMNT stuff was great. So
I when I was in middle school, my friend Robbie Racine brought in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles we collected. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I read it. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And
my friend Bubba Beasley is the one that introduced me to TMT. Yeah. So
I remember that vividly, kind of because like I was familiar with the cartoon, and then you look at their books, and the books are kind of scary compared to the cartoon. Some of the violence. I remember seeing like Shredder getting impaled. And I was like, man, this doesn't happen in the cartoon. This is different.
They're not eating pizza at all.
Yeah.
They're just like eating, blood spread or something from gutting people. Yeah. But Matt, feel free to chime in if you have more questions or anything.
I guess the biggest thing I want to make sure to tell you before you have to run or before anything gets cut short is it's really easy in the comic book community to weed out people who are fake, people who you just don't you don't get that right vibe from, anything like that. First time I talked to Livio, I don't remember how many years ago. It's been a couple of years since the first time I ever reached out to you. He's always been engaging. He's always answered any question that I've asked. Most of my stuff might be too long that I send to him a lot of times, but I love the art. The person is fantastic. I mean, it's the perfect mix for me personally, which is why I try to collect everything, every extra penny that I've got saved up. I'd reach out to him and say, hey, it's been a little bit. Hadn't got anything from you yet. I need to get something else. Let's do this, and this. And he always obliges it. And I really, really appreciate you, your art, you as the human. It makes this more fun than what it even could be.
Well, thank you, man. That really means a lot. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Like I feel the same way too. I really like meeting new people through this field, and that's one thing I like about conventions. Like you get people come up to you and you get to talk to them, or on Instagram, you get messages from people, and I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you.
This is
anybody who out there has not checked out his Whatnot show for sure. Definitely check out anything that he's got, any link that he's got for prints that he's got, medals, original sketches. Go check out the history of the things that he's posted, of covers that he's done that week for his Whatnot sale. It's all there. It's all to look at, and you're going to be blown away if you hadn't checked it out yet.
Thank you.
Very, very cool.
Thanks.
I love the stuff on Instagram. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, it's been really fun to do that, like to do my own shows and have like a weekly hangout with new friends and stuff virtually. So it's cool.
Yep.
This has been one of the great things that Rich and I we talk about this in doing this show, is meeting people who work in comics, and it's, I would say, like 100% of the people we've met so far we really like, and we've become friends with, and for me at least, when I know the person is a good person, nice, friendly. It makes it very easy for me to go and buy something that they've worked on, because I know, I'm supporting somebody that I genuinely like. Just as Matt said, when someone is friendly and personable, it's a good thing. The other part to this that I think Rich and I have talked about when we're doing this is seeing someone be able to get their flowers live, like like how much, like Matt's telling you, like when we've had people on, I'm sure that like when you're working hard and you're working on something and you're putting it out and you're like, wow, this is really cool, to hear that someone else thinks it's as cool. Or when I like run off at the mouth for a half an hour about how much I like the kill lock, it has to feel good when it has to be rewarding for all the work that you're putting in to hear people say how much they appreciate it.
Yeah, it's wonderful because it's, you draw things in sort of a vacuum a lot of the time, like the kill lock, the first one. I mean, I think I spent like 4 years making it before anyone even knew it existed. So you're like, you can very easily be like, is anyone going to even like this? Like, is it like, you're like, I'm interested in it. I think it's kind of fun, but you're like, but you never know. So yeah, it's really meaningful. Like, I think of all the stuff I've worked on, the kill lock is the one that means the most to me because it's the most kind of personal creation I've done. So that's the one that I really like hearing someone enjoyed it and they want more of it. So yeah,
you can really tell it comes across in the story, man. It really does.
Thanks.
It's unique. It's absolutely. I've never read anything like it. I thought it was, which is something that you would hope for when you're dealing with kind of science fiction related stuff is that somebody comes up with their own bent to world building or character development and these things. And I thought you did such a great job with it. And I tell everybody, and that's why I send it to everybody when I send them a package.
Cool. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thanks. Please keep spreading the word. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And Livio, you've got a book of your art that you have for sale now as well.
You have an art book. Yep. Yeah. It's like a 16-page, 32 illustrations in there, mostly Transformers, but some other stuff in there too.
Yep.
So yeah.
Very cool. Is that that's for sale on your site?
I put it on my Whatnot show. It'll be up there.
I want to.
So yeah, in the shop there. So
on your Whatnot, do you also do like signings of covers or your art book or things like that as well?
Yeah, I do signings. I do remarks. I do live drawing. I tend to do the first start of the show is like selling stuff that's in the shop, and then I'll take requests live, which is always fun because people ask for stuff all over the map. I've drawn the Grinch. I've drawn Popeye.
The Grinch is wild.
Hell yeah!
It's kind of funny. And then you're funny is when some of these you're drawing, something you've never drawn in your life once, and you're drawing it in front of an audience. So you're like, let's see how this goes.
I got a few ideas brewing around my head already. So
yeah.
I'm going to have to stop in and
yeah, please. Yeah, well, I'll be doing live drawing Saturday night from Seattle, from Emerald City.
Very cool. I lived in Seattle for about 2 years.
Oh, cool. How'd you like it? You like it?
I was
Great place.
I was across Seattle. I was in Bremerton.
Cool. Where are you guys all based now?
I'm in Ohio.
Okay.
I'm near Chicago, just outside of Chicago.
Okay.
That's
South Carolina.
That's when I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy. That's why I was in Bremerton.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Matt, where are you?
Over in Clemson, South Carolina.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was born in Ohio, actually. I was born in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, really? That's where I'm at.
Are you? Are you actually in Dayton?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fun. What a small world. Yeah.
Yeah, just south of Dayton. But I tell people Dayton because it's just easier, say Dayton, Ohio. But yeah, I'm just south of Dayton.
That's so fun. I want to go back. I went back. I moved out of there when I was 15. It's been a while. My parents moved to Pennsylvania, but but it's a good town to grow up in.
Yeah.
Wait for the spring.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait for the spring.
Yeah.
It's not bad right now.
Been a rough one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My dad's still in Pennsylvania. He was sending me photos of the snow he's getting. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think does anybody else want to come on in the stream? If not, normally what we do is we do kind of a hangout part where we'll show comics and what we picked up that week. You're welcome to stick around, or we did promise you about an hour here. So but yeah, if you want to stick around for we have somebody else with a question. Our buddy Mark. Mark is he collects very specific to Archie. He Mark, did you have a question for the great Livio?
Yeah, I was wondering, the Transformers you do, is that IDW or just Skybox?
It was IDW for the beginning, so like about 10 years or so, and then now it's the Skybound era of Transformers.
Okay. I was just curious because I know they IDW also did ROM the Space Knight.
Yeah.
And I think you would be great at doing ROM the Space Knight.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've drawn ROM like commissions. I've never done like a cover or anything yet.
And I was thinking, as an artist, I'm sure you're freelance.
Mm-hmm.
Do you send like pictures into the various companies to see if they would be like a portfolio? Because I could see you also doing Gizmo Duck from DuckTales.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Just like a variant covers that you could, just send in randomly.
It varies. Sometimes you can submit stuff. Other times an editor will hit you up, or a retailer, because like retailer variants, are really big right now. So a lot of times that happens. Like I'm doing a cover for Exquisite Corpses for Image coming up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
So that's a good variant. That's like the next variant coming out. But yeah, so it depends, but certainly like, yeah, ROM especially, I've always liked the design.
Now that
Livio,
would be
I
a
also
good one
need
for
you
someone-
to brush up. I'm going to need you to brush up on learning, making sure you can draw the Thunderhawk from Mask.
Oh
as well
yeah,
as Hurricane from
I
Mask, because that's going to be coming for me
Yeah.
sometime pretty soon.
I know. Yeah, no, right. Skybound, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mark,
I
you might want to stop by the
love those toys. I loved Mask when I was younger.
Yeah, I've got they're hanging out back here on the back of here.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a resurgence, right, with Mask. A lot of people kind of.
Yep, I'm no longer the only person that I've ever known that likes it. I've been 40 years now that I've never met anybody. Everybody's like, yeah, they've got those toys, right? Oh, it was a cartoon. Well, yeah. I mean, that Transformers was everything to me growing up.
I love, the cartoon I loved a lot. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But Mark, you should stop by the Whatnot stream and suggest a
yeah. There you go, Mark.
Commission
that would. I'll draw whenever you request. Yeah.
All right, I'll give it a try.
But yeah, Livio. So normally right about an hour in, we start with we just kind of do a hangout part. We show comics and talk nerdy. But I know we promised you we keep it around an hour. But if you want to hang out, totally fine. But thank you for coming on, and thanks for doing
thank
this.
you for doing this.
Yeah, no, you guys are great. I would say I should probably make dinner for my kid here, but absolutely, guys. Like I would hang out. I'll hang out longer next time. You want to do it again?
Absolutely. We anytime you have something to promote, just let us know, and we will. Particularly, I can't wait for the Killock Part 3.
Yes, we can do a deep dive. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to share more soon. So
and everybody, please follow Livio on Instagram. And I'm telling you guys, you will not regret it if you pick up the Killock. You'll want Livio to come back because you're going to have so many questions about it. You're going to be like me, where you're like, oh man, this is good.
Cool.
So yeah, everybody, please pick that up. Support his Whatnot stream, and follow our new friend Livio on Instagram. And thank you for doing this again. I was so excited that you did it because I love Killock so much, and I'll reach out on Instagram and say hi after. But thanks again.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. This was really fun. I really appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for being
here. Thanks, Livio.
All right. Great to see you guys. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
There we go. The great Livio Ramondelli, everyone.
He's a very cool
fun
individual.
Very cool.
Yeah. What I was really happy to talk Killock. It's like ever since I read it, I've been
I'm a big fan now. I'm a real big fan, especially after meeting him. Yeah. So
I get it's like I did want to talk about the second one too, and because I have questions about that as well. And there's like other things hanging, but I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't read the first one because the second.
I'm waiting for mine to show up.
Yeah, you've read it, Matt. I'm sure you've read the whole thing now, right, Matt? Yeah. And what was your opinion?
I loved it. Like I didn't know what to expect going into it. So being able to walk into something that I didn't see a trailer for it, I didn't read a preview for it. Yeah. I just opened it up. I knew that I liked the guy that wrote it. So that was the only manipulated opinion that I had going into it, knowing that this was his complete idea and being really impressed at the end of it I could never have put that together in my head.
So different. It's like I haven't seen it doesn't really follow an actual trope. I mean, other than robots. I mean, they're robots, but like it's unique, and then without getting too much detail, I just don't want to ruin the second part for people who haven't read it. How do you feel about the Artisan Wraith?
Like I'm pretty easy to please. I guess maybe I'm not the best person to ask. It's got to be something's got to be really bad for me not to like it. But like I liked every part, every take in it. I don't want to say anything because I'm going to start spilling everything now. But but yes,
that was kind of an unanticipated part of the interview because I was like, I wanted to keep going into the thing, but then I just like started telling people, hey, you should read the Kill Lock. But then I kind of realized if I start going too much into the Artisan Wraith, I'm going to give away the ending of the book. And that is not that. Then nobody's going to want to buy the Kill Lock because I just ruined it. So
I was really excited when he announced that it had gotten picked up. And that was, I don't know. I felt proud. Like I've never met the guy in person. I've got this list of people who are the favorite people I've never met in person. Yeah. And after I finally met Peter Cullen, now Livio's kind of at the top of that list now. But I was really proud to have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
To read that.
This, like we were saying, this has been kind of one of the really fun parts of doing the show every week is meeting people that, you find fascinating and where you really, really enjoy their work. And when you reach out and someone's willing to come on and talk about these things that you have a lot of these questions about, really it's been a really rewarding part of doing the show. I think both Rich and I have talked about it is, meeting people and making new friends and really getting to hear their story and what their thoughts were behind it. Not just here's this thing, but what's their process for the art or the story or anything. I think that's always a real it's a part that as like a lifelong comic reader you didn't get to see, like unless you like read an interview in Comic News or something like that. You didn't really know, and even then it's like you didn't get a lot of the questions answered that you would really like to. So this has been really fun.
And it's hard to tell context of, was the person just running through the gambit of giving answers, or was he actually engaged and interested in the questions that were asked him? Was he ready to just be done with his time and go home, or is this something that is a part of his life? It's like a big part of his life.
And is the interviewer engaged? Like that's the other part too. Like if somebody's asking questions about the Kill Lock, they might not know anything about it. They might not care. But like to me, it was like a really like it stirred me. Like when I was reading, I was like in a hotel room reading it. I was like, man, more people. Why are people not talking about this? Because I hear people talking about like stories that I thought were stupid, and I was like, this is really good, and I haven't heard people talking about this yet.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was great. It was great to be able to talk to him about that and see his work and I'm going to stop by the Whatnot stream now. And
it's a great time. I mean, there's one night I think we had a couple of hundred people in there one night.
What days did he do?
He does a lot on Tuesdays. Now I know he's going to do next Saturday because he's going to be at Emerald City Comic Con, but normally he's on Tuesdays on Whatnot whenever he does it. And it's mostly every week. I think he's sort of skipped a Tuesday here and there, but he always announces it on Instagram and lets everybody know when it'll happen, what time it'll happen.
Okay.
Very cool. Now, I did have a bit of something to talk about, and Rich and I haven't talked about this yet, so maybe we could talk about it. We'll just kind of go through it a little bit. But I have two giveaways from my channel. One is there's a giveaway from the poll for greatest artists of all time and putting that list together, and then I have a 750 giveaway. What do you think, Rich? What do you think about doing the giveaways live on the live show?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I was thinking maybe next week we could try to do the giveaway for the poll. It's a smaller giveaway. It's going to be some raw comics from artists that we've had on, and then the bigger giveaway, that's going to be like a key slab, and maybe the next week So like if you're watching this and if you did not go to the video on my page, make sure you subscribe, go to my page and go and my YouTube channel, I should say, and go to the video where I Archivist Adrift Jason I'm opening the comics that he sent back to me, and I ask for input on the top 20 artists of all time. All you got to do is three names only, not 5, not 2, 3 names. And if you've participated when I make the video, which I think is going to be tomorrow, that'll be the cutoff, and you'll be entered. And I think we'll do a drawing next week for those entries. But then for the 750 giveaway, maybe the following week, you have to be here. You have to be at the Live Show. We're going to only do people who are here and subscribe. You got to be subscribed. You got to be subscribed to both of us. Subscribe to Rich, subscribe to me. Well, and you have to be here live. So not next week, the following week. And we will take the names out of the chat, and maybe we'll try to do that pinwheel thing, like where everybody does like the hashtag. And
yeah.
I think for next week we might do the names in the free beer rides hat, just because it's kind of stupid. But yeah, it's going to be a bigger giveaway. Like I said, at least one slab, one key slab, and a couple other things. Chonko swag, you'll get Chonko shirt and all that stuff. But yeah, that'll be for reaching 750 subscribers. So next week for the people who participated in the poll, the week after for 750 subs, we're going to do, as Derek said, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sub both the channels, please. Please also sub to Matt at Empressed. If you're not following Matt does great comic pressing. He does comic pressing work and shows his process. And I think Jason just worked on a couple books for you recently.
Yeah, I had a couple of G.I. Joe #1 books that they had detached centerfolds and badly rusted staples, and I dabble a little bit in the conservator, all the wet clean and that kind of stuff, but I only do it on my stuff for the most part. And this place is really taken off, so I don't have any time to do anything. So I was like, you know what, Jason, how about I send you these two and let's just see what happens. So yeah, I sent him a couple of G.I. Joe books.
Now, are you taking submissions for clean and press work?
Yeah, I'm booking into right now. I think I'm in mid-June right now. Wow. June to July is where we're booked out to.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. Awesome.
Still enjoying it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think I've probably told a couple of people. I hadn't really put it all out there very much, but I think the cat's almost out of the bag anyway. But I've actually been pressing for Todd McFarlane's son, Jake.
Really?
So that's been kind of a big thing. So I've sort of kept videos have been down a little bit and all that stuff because I didn't quite ask for permission. Hey, can I tell everybody I'm doing this? Can we put this out there? And Jake's real cool about it. So
cool.
So yeah, there'll be some videos coming out over the next couple of months, especially after I get back from MegaCon and stuff. There'll be that. But yeah, he's got there's another box coming from him to do. So, and these are actual books out of Todd's collection. So that's not stuff to sell.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah,
it's been pretty fun. Yeah, everything's. There's not a lot of dull moments here.
MegaCon, you'll be able to go see some of our friends down there.
Yeah.
Suspiria is going to be there.
Nice.
I think Sakesha Ray is going to be there.
Yes.
And our buddy Adam will be there, and he'll have some Sveta Shabina stuff. In fact, I believe he's going to have some Sveta remarks. And if you're not familiar, she only does 13. Like when she does an issue, she will only do 13. She'll never do any more. So nice. I don't know how much I was going to go for, but I imagine it'll be a lot. Which another thing, just everybody, if you haven't backed it from last week, Sveta's Kickstarter. If you haven't backed it already, please back it. It's already 800% funded. Their goal was 10,000. They're already past 80,000 on that, which means they're going to be able to do the volume 2 and I believe maybe even volume 3 of that, which will be really cool. And if you didn't see today, they announced a stretch goal. So now, since they weren't going to do this, but there has become a new variant available as of today. It's a special one, and it is by our buddy Kiss Kiss.
Awesome.
That just went live, and also the convention exclusives there are 3 different covers. All of them are Kiss Kiss covers by our good friend Kiss Kiss, who talked to this week, and Rich and I might actually be going down to visit Kiss Kiss and David Byrne here maybe this summer. We might be going down to see those guys hang out. So that'd be cool. But and everybody subscribe to Mark. Why didn't I mention that? Mark's issues with Archie Comics, particularly if you like Archie.
And Mark, it's good to meet you. I'm in the chat with you a pretty good bit from time to time.
Chatting, yeah,
it's nice to put a face to the name.
At C2E2, I'll be seeing Dan Perrin again. I'm going to ask him to come on. So it'd be cool if he does. I met him last year and he was a super nice guy. So it would be cool if he says yes. I know
if you take your camera with you, sometimes he'll do a short interview right there.
I don't like that myself. I don't like it. I like what we do here, where we're able to really get to know someone. Like, I'm not my goal, at least, and I think both Richard and I are on the same page with this, is, we really like doing this in a way where we can speak to the people in the chat can speak to the people, and everybody is able to get to know the person, and hopefully that person has a really good experience, that they're able to see how much they're appreciated, and answer questions from people who are interested in, and hopefully the whole goal for all of this, for as far as I'm concerned, is making new friends. So
that would be better. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. For me, I know people who do it, and I watch those, and it's fine. It's just, that's not my goal, at least. That's not what me personally, that where what I like is to actually get to know people and understand them more with this.
But he's a really nice guy. Like I said, he did, I think, that one and the one right behind me here.
Very cool.
So
I bet really last year.
Always has time for the fans.
Yeah, he was great, and he did the remarks for me. I think I sent you one of those. He did several, and was
it's on the wall.
Yeah, it was great, just great guy, and really fun artist. He really does fun takes with Archie. It's not just like straight by the book. He kind of does his own spin on things, which is fun.
It's nice to come across people who don't take it quite so seriously.
You said he would do just about any kind of commission, as long as it's not too raunchy,
right,
especially if it's the Archie characters, because he still says every time they're high schoolers. Why do you want them to look like that?
Right.
So it makes sense. But you could say, can you do a She-Hulk? And he'd be more than happy to do like She-Hulk with like the comics code over, like, back in the day when she was holding it, and jump roping, and
yeah. I like he did a couple where I had the female character on the cover, and he did Archie like looking with the heart over his head, which was, those are fun. Yeah. Yeah, good guy. Say, Matt or Mark, do you have comics, anything new that you got you'd like to show off for everyone?
I wanted to show Rich this one. Sorry, that noise. This is the book I was telling you guys about.
Oh,
okay.
And it's by AMP Comics, and it is a black and white comic. If you look inside, it's not, when I think black and white comics, I think like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where it's just black on white paper.
Yeah.
They color it all in. See, that's Mothman right there.
Oh, cool.
And it's done by K. Lynn Smith. K. Lynn Smith.
Okay.
And she has a Instagram page, and she does have them like in the thick bound books. I ordered volume 1 and 2. They're leather with the gold embossed, make it look fancy. And they were like $32, and she ships them out right away.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I just wrote the name down.
It's a good read. The art's really nice.
Yeah, it is good.
It's very like early Disney.
Yeah, cartoon. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. So I got that one. And I don't know if any of you read The Rocketeer.
Yeah. I forgot to pick that one up.
But if any of you like Popeye the Sailor Man or Tintin, they both make appearances in here.
I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
They did the Dave Stevens cover. They like it was like a.
Yeah, they didn't have that one at my shop.
He's got the girl over his shoulder and stuff. Yeah,
it's so good,
believe it or not, this story was done by Dave Stevens.
Cool.
It was just never finished and published.
Yeah. That's what I was heard.
Yeah.
That's
so it's kind of cool. It's kind of like he's back from wherever he is now.
Yeah.
But that's really all I wanted to show you guys was this one. I was really excited about that one.
That's cool, man.
Very cool. Yeah, I made a note of that.
Very cool.
Matt, did you have anything?
I've got a couple of Livio comics that I'll show off.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, man.
So you had shown the red background cover of this, which was a San Diego variant. So he did this cover. But what was really cool, Soundwave and Optimus are my two favorite. So he took this and he made this for me. All of that. And if you can look in Soundwave's gun, he was able to put 2 matte in it.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh, that was awesome.
So is that a remark he did for you? Or
he whited all that out so you can rub your hand across it and you can feel all the white out over here. And then it's all, and I mean quick. He just
was that on Whatnot? Yeah. He did that?
No, this was probably a year and a half before. It was well before he joined Whatnot. This was just me chatting to him through Instagram. He used to do selling stuff on eBay, and he was doing a couple of like split head covers. He does an awful lot of split head. Be half Optimus, half Megatron, or whatever.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I love the one where he's got Optimus, like we showed Optimus, and then the landscape is kind of like Megatron's head, and you can it's not obvious. You have to kind of look for it to see. I thought it was great.
Yep.
Yeah. Really great concept. And
when I first saw that cover with the Megatron in the back, I remember the toys because I'm old enough. Remember they had the big city transformer? They had the train that went through it and everything. That's who I thought it was at first.
What was that one
so
called?
Big in the background.
Is it Metroplex?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's who I thought it was at first because of the size comparison. The Transformers always throw me off. Soundwave is a boom box, but then he gets
and go scroll through his Instagram and look for his drawings of Unicron. Probably 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, he did a sketch cover that he sold on Whatnot of Unicron, and Megatron is like this tall, sitting in Unicron's, in his. It's amazing.
I saw one.
I mean, his scale with Galactus too, Silver Surfer, like he does the scale really well on everything.
Yeah, it was, in fact, it was one of the questions I asked was, was he worried about getting pigeonholed in that? But he really enjoys it. So that's kind of the cool part is like, it's not like you're in your wheelhouse and this is what you like to do. It's not like it's not like you're bored with it. That was one of I didn't want to ask him that because it's good to hear that someone is still inspired by it because this is what they want to be doing, and that's cool.
He he shortchanges himself a little bit too when he says it's robots, so of course he thinks of himself as good at that. But if it was Mary Jane or something like that, he's going to be on a lesser scale. He's not. I mean it's good. So it
real good.
I don't know if he can take the comfort in the back of his head that he could do anything that anybody throws out to him. And like he said on the Whatnot show, people just randomly just blurt out stuff, and he's like, "Well, okay, here we go. Let's see how it goes." And it always
it's one of the best Vaders I've ever seen. The one that you showed.
And this thing, man, when the light shimmers and it's got the pink lasers on it, it's just
it's so cool, dude.
It's so good on the metal.
There's so much glare you can't see the pink on it, but yeah, if you hang these metal prints head high, and as you're walking through the room, they're kind of moving with you, and it's.
Now, are those relatively expensive, or because I have a Star Wars room and they would look great in there?
No, this one here actually it was $45, and it's 11 by 17.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, those are up on the site, or
they're all right now. He just does everything through Whatnot. So any print that he's got, he can actually put it on metal as well. So he's got a Soundwave fighting blaster, and they're going against each other, but it's two 11 by 17s, and he's like, "What do you want it on paper? Do you want them on metal? I can do anything that you want." And so he sends them in and has them all made. And it just takes a little bit of time, but yeah, it's all doable. Everything that he's got is doable. So
yeah, very cool. And what a nice guy. Yeah,
for sure.
Thanks again to him for doing that. I have a few things that arrived today I could show.
Cool.
If you guys want to see?
All right.
So this is I thought it almost looks like a golden age, but it's not. It's silver age, but it's this Daring Comics number 9. It was kind of a cool cover, and
cool.
It was on eBay. It was kind of inexpensive. I mean, it arrived
$2.50 is cheap.
Well, it was a little more than that, but this was like, this arrived in just like the just shittiest packaging. Like, just like you could tell, like sometimes when you get it from like someone who's like an antique shop picker or something, they don't know. Like this, there's no backboard or anything. It's just kind of flopping around. I just opened it before the show.
Shanko, one day you and I need to get together and we need to do a packaging video. So I'm the guy when I ship stuff out. It takes me an hour to pack a book in a regular Gemini mailer. It will take me an hour to do it, but it is indestructible. And
I did a packaging video, but this is like probably when I was only probably maybe 3 or 4 months in, but at that time it's like when I was starting to become known for like yelling about packaging. So I kind of want, like, someone's like, "Oh yeah, well if you know how to package so well, why don't you make a package video?" I was like, "I will make a package video."
My wife tells me that about once a week. She's like, "Why don't you just quit talking and just do a YouTube video of how to pack a comic book and box where it won't get messed up?"
Yeah,
I will do it.
Oh, it's so bad, but yeah. But I got these. This was a lot on eBay. But all these Charlton Ghost Manners, and
there you go.
They're all kind of like mid-grade, but they're nice, and been getting more Bronze Age horror recently.
I just picked up a Monsters Hunter.
Very cool. But these were like, look at this one. This one's really good.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And I know you guys don't buy them for value, but a lot of those Bronze Age Charlton horror books are really starting to go up in price.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I do buy stuff for value. Not everything, but there's some things like that I do sell comics. So there are some things that I'm only buying because, like, when I buy something like Street Sharks, I don't give a shit about the Street Sharks. I'm flipping that. That's being sold to someone. Or Dragon Ball. I don't care about Dragon Ball, but there is somebody who does. And if I can get like a rare variant, I'm gonna grade it. I'm gonna flip it, and I'm using that to buy my comics. So yeah, no shame. If you've watched my video for Dirty Rotten Comic Flipper, you'll know exactly what I feel about anybody who doesn't like flippers. But I got these Quested comics from Massive. I heard it was pretty good. Yeah, so I got the run up until issue 3, and I got a sketch variant too. So got those on the Massive site. I just I'd heard good things and I wanted to read it, so I just went to the Massive site and got that. Another thing, there was a writer that I can't remember who recommended her, but I'd seen her stuff and went to her Instagram page and was kind of interested in her thing. But this is Zoe Thorogood, and it's called "It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth." It's a graphic novel, and from what I understand, there's a certain amount is autobiographical, but a lot of it is I'm hoping I got the right one, but you can see the back says this book was not supposed to exist, and it's her dealing with the loss of her brother due to suicide, and it sounded really good. And I don't know if you've ever had anybody personally who was close to you killed himself, but it is an awful thing. And so yeah, I was interested in it, and I've had a couple people I know who ended their life, and I wanted to check it out and see. And I hope I got the right one. I think that was the one that's dealing with this, but yeah, it just sounded like a subject that I would like to read, so I scooped that up, and yeah, those are the ones that landed today. And if you saw Alan's stream, you saw the rest of the stuff. I don't need to show you all the other stuff I got.
Yeah, I got a few things I'll show real quick. I didn't show last night or the night before or anything else. If anybody knows me knows that I love weird shit. Love weird funny stuff. So I bought this one here. This is Fulbert Sturgeon featuring Jesus Meets the Armed Services.
Oh my God.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it just rolls right off the tongue. And then down here it says, introducing in this issue, Dr. Feelgood. I love that.
So it's an underground comic.
Yeah, it's kind of an underground comic. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. I love it. He's telling Jesus, hop in the chair, get your haircut. I love that.
Oh, by the way, in the chat, my buddy Jeff was asking what I was drinking. It's this IPA. So he knows, but it's Foggy Geezer from
Foggy Geezer.
Yeah, War Pigs and Three Floyds. It's
and
bitter beer face.
Came across this, so this was a complete, spec buy. Supergirl, man.
Yep.
This is the official adaptation movie one, so it's still pretty cool.
I like the preview. I really do. I hope it's as good as I think it's going to be.
This is the old movie, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then I showed you that one there. Yeah, Monsters Hunters. This is number 11. So the earliest one I'd been able to find for a while was I think the lowest I had was like 15 or something like that. So when I seen this one, I was like, oh yeah, number 11.
They're so rare. They didn't hold up well. These Charlton comics. The paper was so crap.
Yeah, they're really, really thin. And then
have you ever had to press those, Matt? Have you ever had to press a Charlton?
Yeah, they're actually fine at the Staples most of the time, but if you've got a heavy crease or somebody's got a deep finger bend or they drop something on it, a lot of people will have kids must have used to just kept the ball retracted in their pen and just poke it. And so you get a lot from that era that have just a whole bunch of pokes in it, and they don't come out very well because that paper it doesn't bounce back.
Kids are stupid.
Like this one, man. This one's in excellent shape. It's just tan. It's got real bad tanning on it, but other than that, it's in really great shape.
I loved Magilla Gorilla as a kid.
Yeah.
How much is that gorilla in the window?
And then this one, these Jimmy Olsen ones are always funny. This is number 159, but either Super Gladiator dies or the Arena of Death. It just always cracks me up, man. There's no rhyme or reason when I buy those. It's always just a complete cover buy of the ones I like. So, and then I found this one, man. This is I really like the art, Dark Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Awesome Sauce. Good to see you, man. He's came over from Beyond Wednesdays. Good to see you.
Oh, hey, yeah. And 1 and 2.
Very cool.
So, yeah. Art's really cool, man. Really
cool movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. Those things were pretty creepy, man. The vulture guys.
Yeah. And this classic.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Gotta love it.
Legendary continues. Legendary Adventure or Journeys. Yeah, Legendary Journeys. But it's a Roy Thomas. It's a Roy Thomas book. So I thought, man, if I go to Heroes again, that'd be a good one to have him sign.
Very cool.
Throw that down, see what he says about it. And like I said, weird, funny stuff. I love this. Power Pachyderms.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, no. This is a Marvel book, man. This was crazy.
Crazy.
I love it. Pachyderms.
It's got alliteration on it, like Power Pachyderms is going to be
That's
a Marvel
right.
book.
It's like 90s stuff when everything went crazy.
I love that, man. Love that. And then I got 2 books here. They're this is number 1 and number 6, but Fantasy. I love it. It's the monumental mass of might, Captain Obese.
What on earth? That is insane.
It begins here, Hunter XX, and introducing a hero named Harold.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. Warp Graphic Comics, I love it. But this is number 6. Now I gotta find 2 through 5, but it's Fantasy and it's continuation, Apple Comics.
Nice.
Captain Obese.
Captain Obese is insane.
Inflated ego. And then this is the hero named Harold. So you actually get a picture of him on this one. So
his name's just Harold?
Harold. That's it.
The 90s were crazy, man.
Yeah, I love that shit, dude. It's funny, man. But that's my my little craziness for the week. I haven't been really digging. There's a couple different shops I go to, and I'll dig real hard to find that kind of stuff. And I hadn't really been doing that here lately, and I've been missing it. So when I went the other day, I was digging through some of this stuff, and I was like, just yank, just started yanking every time I came across something, man. So it's always a good time.
I got a couple of things to show from legendary live show guest Johnny's Comic Shop. Johnny's back. So you guys know he's collecting Uncanny X-Men and 9.8s.
Yep.
I had one that I sent to him recently. I found another one that was stuck in a cabinet here and sent it off there to him. So he sent me a box that got here yesterday, the day before. I don't remember. But the largest mask comic book that you can get.
Oh, wow. It's like,
oh, wow.
It's a UK. It's pins. So pretty cool.
Magazine size or bigger?
Treasury size.
Treasury size, yeah. Free mask.
I don't have anything yet to go in, so it's staying on Johnny's cardboard for now.
Right.
So I can,
that's awesome.
They're the worst to store. They're cool. They're so hard.
They are.
I've got a good spot for it for one. I can't have any more, but I've got a spot for one. But he also sent me the smallest mask comic book that you can get. These actually came with the toys back in
Johnny's
the day,
funny, man.
And so he knows that I'm 80s guy, so he knows I'm a He-Man guy. So I got a couple Masters of the Universe, but he also sent me a 9.8 Alex Ross Masters of the Universe #1 cover.
Very nice.
Wow.
So that was neat. And then the last thing, one of the last things he had in the box was a Alex Ross signed Wolverine print.
Oh my God! Wow, he
crushed
it with his box.
Yeah, Johnny filled the box up and sent it. So I'm very appreciative to him of that. It's funny. There's a lot of people that wonder, do you talk to other comic book pressers? Like, is there competition? There's not. Like, there's enough books for every one of us to get a press, learn how to do it, and do it.
All seem busy.
Like, two or three of my favorite people in the world, my best friends, are comic book cleaners and pressers, and it's fun because those are the people you can reach out to, and you can tell them what you did, show them a picture. You don't have to describe the process. They know how much work it was. They know how hard it was, how many hours you put in. So it's just that.
Do you know Ron? Ron from Palm Beach Presser?
I know who he is. I follow him, but I don't know him personally though.
Yeah, I talk to him all the time. Super nice guy.
Nice,
worth knowing. Like, if you reach out to him on Instagram, just tell him Chocolate to reach out. He's like, we had him on the show. Super nice guy. Very nice.
Really nice guy.
Yeah,
I hang out with Jeff up at Comic Spa. Is probably one of my closest friends, and he's the one that I'm actually going to MegaCon with in a couple of weeks.
He's
Johnny. Long Beach Presser did my. I don't know if you guys remember when I showed this the first time. It had that really bad spine roll to where you looked at the back of the book.
Oh yeah, yep.
That was like an inch on the bottom, I think it was, where it was rolled so badly that the back cover didn't even cover the book. But he did this one.
Was that Ron?
That was Palm Beach Presser, yeah.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, really cool.
You did a good job, and he was very quick about it.
Good deal. This is what Johnny sent me too. He sent me one of those things too, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Signed?
Really badass sign. Yeah, Alex Ross.
Amazing.
Yeah, Johnny's doing the Alex Ross box. I don't know if it's a monthly thing or what it is, but yeah, he's into it.
I think it's like a bi-monthly or
maybe it's every other month. Sure enough.
Yeah, it's
some cool stuff until he gets a Doctor Strange, and then it goes off the rail for him.
Yeah. I first met Johnny last year at C2E2. Like he was not involved in the comic book community at all. He had a channel, and it was pretty good, like pretty good sized channel. And I followed him, and I saw he was saying that he was going to C2E2, and I just wrote to him. I was like, hey, I'm in the Chicago area. I got this channel, and I'm going too. So yeah, if you want to meet up, and went there, met up, and like right in the line as we're getting in, met Johnny, started talking to him, and he just hands me this. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, I know you like old stuff. Here's this is a group of Lil Abner comic strips from 1943. There's 279 Lil Abner comic strips. He didn't even know me. He's just like, here, check this out. I thought you'd like this. I was like, wow, yeah. I was like, dude, I didn't even have anything for you, and you bring me this cool thing. But yeah, afterward, we started the live show not long after C2E2, and we were talking about people, and I was telling Rich, I was like, yeah, I met this guy. He's the nicest guy. Johnny does like cleaning and pressing work, and he was the very first person we had on the show, and that's how we got met the people in the community. Was we brought him on the live show. Everybody met him, and yeah, he's like one of the best people, like one of the
buddy ever since. Yeah,
agreed. Yeah, Johnny and Jason over at Archivist Adrift, I love those two guys. Talking to them and hanging around with them is fantastic. And then Jeff up at Comic Spa, and Jim over at Improved Collecting. If anybody's ever watched his channel over the years,
I like
Jim he lives about 40 minutes from me here. He's the one that actually taught me how to do everything. I learned everything directly from him.
Really?
And,
yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, so last year at Heroes, it was I stayed with him. We walked the place together last year at Heroes, just watching out.
Oop, I think you locked up, Matt.
Oop.
I think we lost Matt.
Yeah, I locked up.
Oh, probably
Frozen Matt.
That's okay. But yeah, Stevie D just said in the chat that Johnny sent him something signed by Alex Ross and an Avengers Annual. Yeah. Stevie just did a request that I made of him. I sent just a small AOK to Stevie D, and he did I think it's like a commission piece for me today that I think will be showing, like whenever it arrives. I'll be showing off Stevie D's new art that he did of a character that I requested. So that'll be fun. Maybe we should talk about upcoming live shows maybe.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it out there and see what let everybody know what's going on.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up. So next week we're going to have James from the Shawshank Collection coming on. And now, if you're not familiar with Shawshank, follow Shawshank Collection on Instagram. He has one of the great golden age, like pre-code horror, pre-code crime collections, like of anyone. And so, like, if you go to his Instagram page and you see some of the books there, you'd be like, well, that book's pretty cool. Welcome back, Matt.
Sorry about that, internet.
That's okay. But he has a bunch of books, like, and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool, golden age books. Those are not, he's not showing you his collection there. Those are books he gave away. So when you see all, like, he has a bunch like I don't know, action figure stuff, but if you scroll past that, there's a bunch of books that he posted from last year, a bunch of golden age books, huge pre-code horror, pre-code crime books. And you would think that he's showing his collection. These are all books he gave to people. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he has to show to us. Our buddy Four Corner Comics, said he has one of the best collections he's ever seen, maybe the best collection. So that'll be really cool. And as we just said, we're going to do the giveaway for the people who participated in the poll on my channel. If you're not following, please follow Big Nasty's channel. Please follow Chanko, and we'll do a giveaway there. And then the following week, when we're going to do kind of the bigger giveaway for my channel, reaching 750, we're going to have the great Michelle Diaz on, Dias. If you're not familiar with Michelle Diaz, she works in like graphite and like charcoal stuff, and she's so good. And she's newer. She's only been working in comics a couple of years, but everything she's doing, she's crushing it. She just did a Baroness that was amazing. She just did a Vampirella that was amazing. She has a lot of other stuff coming up. She has variants in the new Exquisite Corpses body bag, blind bag that's coming out. She has like a couple variants in that are gonna just, blow your balls off. They're really good. And then the week after that, on the 21st, we're going to have a roundtable on restoring and conserving comics. And we're going to have on our good buddy Archivist Adrift, Jason. We're going to have on Dr. Paul, who literally wrote the book on conservation of comics. We're going to have on Phil from Phantom Restoration. And we're going to have our good friend Alan from Comic Collector Geek on, who's been one of the people who's promoted that especially when you're in Golden Age, buying restored and conserved comics is really a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So we're gonna try to change some hearts and minds on that one. So that'll be really fun. As always, if you follow me on Instagram, I post the schedule that's coming out. But we just booked 2 more guests. April 16th, we're going to have Mike on from snikt.com. Mike, we're friends with Brian McClay, and so is Mike. And Mike and I have the same name, the same exact name. And Brian and I were laughing about it because he knows 2 people named Mike. We have the same last name, and it was kind of funny. But Mike runs a site called snikt.com, and he's basically tracking original art sales, and it'll be really I think it's going to be a really cool interview. You might have seen Mike on Swaggle House this week, but we're going to get more into Mike's personal story, how he got into original art and that. And then on the 25th of April, we're going to have Josh Blaylock on. Josh Blaylock from Mercy Sparks, and he wrote a book about getting into self-publishing. So yeah, a lot of cool shows coming up, and yeah, please like, follow, and subscribe to Big Nasty and to my channel. Please subscribe to Matt at Impress Comics, and if you need comics press, please reach out to Matt and our buddy Mark and Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. And also got to shout out Beyond Wednesdays. They always shout us out, and Brian is he's the best. He's the absolute best guy.
He is the absolute best, and
just a gem of a human being. And if you're not watching Beyond Wednesdays, what are you watching? It's like, if you want to talk about modern comics, comic speculation, industry of comics, anything news, you want to learn about new up and coming artists and books and stuff, Beyond Wednesdays is the place. Additionally, if you want to know about Golden Age comics, old comics, you want to follow our buddy Comic Collector Geek Alan, and the Monday show that he does for old comics that's kind of where you're going to learn about really Golden Age stuff. So please follow those guys too. Please follow Beyond Wednesdays. Please follow Comic Collector Geek, because they always do they shout us out, and they shout this show out a lot, and we really appreciate it.
Yep. But well, with that, I'm going to say thanks to everybody in the chat for coming and hanging out. Thanks to Livio. Yeah, that was great. I loved that. Loved talking with him, getting to know him, getting to chat with him about Kill Lock, because like I said, we both really love that book.
Man, I'm looking forward to part 3 now. I'm so glad he's doing that, and I hope this cartoon goes through. That would be so cool if the cartoon actually gets made. I would really, really like that.
Yeah, it sounds like it is.
Let's hope.
I know he's keeping everything close to the vest, but without him actually saying the words, it's in the hands of big people. So that's
I'll
let you know whenever I hear for sure.
Hey, there's Brian in the chat. Yo, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
And also, thanks to Derek and JSS for dropping links. Yep. Blue Wrenches, you guys are the best.
Yep. A lot of links in there.
Thanks to our wrenches tonight. Thanks to Matt. Thanks to Mark for hanging out. And with that, I think we're gonna call it a night. And as always, we appreciate everybody for stopping by and hanging out. And we just love this. Love it, man. Can't get enough. And we will see everybody next week, next Saturday.
James, Shawshank Collection next week, guys. And a giveaway. So, but with that, we will see everybody later. Have a good evening. Happy Saturday.
It's a live show. It's a live show. Oh no, just wait, cause it's not just a live show, it's the live